All right, good Monday morning. We're starting off the new week with some Arctic air, and temperatures are cold this morning. We're starting off in the 30s and 40s across San Antonio and around the South Texas region. And it is a beautiful start, but it is a cold start. We are at 40 right now. We're seeing temperatures recover a little bit, but things are changing. We have an evolving forecast that'll probably bring in some rain by Wednesday and especially on Thursday, which will impact travel for driving conditions later this week. So just big takeaway between now and tomorrow, quiet, but Wednesday is when it starts to get a little active here in San Antonio. Before we get to that, let's talk about, right now it's cold. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. We'll be on live for the next 15 to 20 minutes or so here on Ken's 5, answering any questions. If you're traveling, not just around here, but across the state, across the country, we can always dive deep into detail on that as well. But yeah, cold outside, 37 at Bulverde. Helotes picking up 39 degrees at this hour. We're at 41 at Pleasanton, 39 at Lakey. North winds, they're coming down a little bit. They've been gusting, since last night, over 30 miles an hour. And it's still a little breezy out there. Those are sustained wind speeds. The occasional gusts are probably near 20 to 25. So a breezy, clear, and very, very cold morning as lows bottomed out in the lower 30s and upper 20s this morning. Matter of fact, so that's what you're seeing right now, right? So these are current temperatures out the door. We're above freezing in Fredericksburg and Kerrville and Bernie. That's the good news. No 50s on the map, but mostly 40s. I think all day today we're right around the 40s. We're not going to make it above 50. We'll be chilly. It'll be clear and sunny, but very, very cold. Let me show you what we did this morning. We picked up a low temperature, I think it was 30 to 31. In San Antonio, but colder across the hill country. So what you're seeing right there, that's current temperatures. Now these are the official morning lows around the area. So Fredericksburg bottomed out at 24, 26 in Kerrville today, this morning around 5 and 6 a.m. 32 in Pleasanton. So you can see where the freezing line was at, right? So pretty much between Valverde County towards Uvalde, Hondo, into southern Atascosa County. And even far east as Hallettsville, we were in freezing or below freezing this morning. So that was a cold morning, probably the coldest so far for the season and for 2025 so far, but we have colder weather on the way later this week. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at right now. 40 at Seguin, 36 at Kerrville, 45 at Pearsall, and 42 in Del Rio. Here are the wind chills. We saw earlier winds are moving between 10 and 20 miles an hour, so some gusts near 25 and 30. So the wind chill, it feels still near freezing, in the city. Below freezing in Bernie, Kerrville at 29 for the wind chill values or the feels like temperatures. And some 30s across Wilson County and Atascosa County. Here are the current wind speeds. It is breezy out there, but things are calming down. Wind speeds are diminishing a little bit. They're relaxing, but you can see anywhere from I-35 to the hill country, 20 to 25 mile-an-hour gusts, and a little lighter towards our southwestern counties, towards LaSalle County, Frio County, Maverick County, all seeing calmer conditions at this hour. So here's the forecast. By 4 and 5 o'clock today, we're sunny, a couple of clouds overhead, but high near 49 to maybe 50. It's going to be a cold day to kick off the new week. Tonight, tomorrow morning, temperatures fall off rapidly. I think we'll be right around 30 degrees, if not 29 tomorrow morning. So a touch colder tomorrow. But the winds won't be a huge problem. This morning they were gusting up to 30. Tomorrow morning they'll be a lot calmer to kick off Tuesday morning. But that's a look at Tuesday morning temperatures. 29 in the city, 28 at Hondo, 25 at Rock Springs, and mid to lower 20s in the Texas Hill Country. Kendall County, Bandera towards Comfort, Lakey, towards Mountain Home, Fredericksburg, Gillespie County. That's kind of what we're looking at for tomorrow morning as temperatures fall off. Once again, this will be the theme going forward. Cold, freezing overnights with chilly afternoons in the forecast. Now, I do want to mention that this right here is the big takeaway. So especially for plants, vegetation, for pipes, in this area will be at or below 32 from 2 to 8 hours, maybe as long as 9 to 10 hours in the hill country for Kerrville and Fredericksburg. So this will be important for vegetation if you haven't already. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have already, but bring in any plants that you have outside if you haven't that are in pots, bring them indoors. If you can't, find a tarp, cover that in the overnights. We'll get above freezing today. We'll be in the upper 40s. It'll be cold, but it'll be sunny and comfortable, but colder than average, I should say. But tomorrow night, morning temperatures are going to be freezing once again. So in this highlighted area, expect a light to maybe hard freeze, especially in the hill country. For San Antonio, mainly a light freeze. But for Kendall County, Kerr County, and Gillespie County, that's where temperatures will be below 32 for about 8 to 9 hours tomorrow morning. So something to keep in mind. Here's your forecast. Right around 49 degrees for a high. Tonight, temperatures fall off again rapidly, 8 o'clock, 43, and then we're back in the 30s by 10 p.m. with a light northeast wind, 5 to 10. And then here's radar. You can see it's a little active east, right? Not here in Texas. It's quiet. We have all the moisture, all the clouds away from us, but notice how active it is from the Midwest to the Northeast. This entire snow system was dropping so much wintry weather over the last 24 to 36 hours, especially across parts of Tennessee, Kentucky, the Midwest, and now into the Northeast, where Philly, New York, down into Washington, D.C. maybe. That's where it's very active right now. So this is where the weather is more widespread and regarding rain, wintry mix, freezing rain, and snow. And some of that is going to start to move in our direction. Not in this weather system, but another one dropping in from the north on Wednesday. So let's time it out for you. Gina, you're very welcome. Barbara, keeping you up. Absolutely, you're very welcome. For ranchers, farmers, it is very vital to have these updates every day because the forecast is changing. The updates are happening, every hour because, this morning, more of the high resolution data was coming in, and some of the models are saying more freezing rain and sleet on Wednesday night into Thursday morning. So that was a little different from yesterday when I was here doing the update. But yeah, so wintry weather, more rain's moving in, but that's not going to be until Wednesday evening into Thursday morning, and Thursday early is going to be difficult on the driving conditions. Avoid any unnecessarily travel on Thursday. Matter of fact, here it is, Thursday morning, 3, 4, 5 a.m. This is what you can expect. This is one of our higher resolution data models. You can see as I zoom in, and we'll show you a better model run in a second, but this is what we could be looking at 4 a.m. Thursday morning. Some more rain east of I-35, but anywhere along and west of I-35 towards North San Antonio, North Medina County, and especially across the hill country. Sleet, freezing rain, a wintry mix will be likely in the next couple of hours with some possible snow on the way for Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon. But that's going to be mainly Wednesday night and Thursday morning. We'll have to watch that very closely here in the Ken's 5 studio. Sarah, what's going on?
That cold is making me cough.
Is it really? Well, it might be the mountain cedar too.
Is that what?
It's been heavy the last couple of days, and then with the cold front, it's going to go up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Everybody's walking around coughing.
Sniffles,
yes.
Watery eyes, puffy cheeks,
This terrible headache.
Really? Yeah.
It's on the side of my head.
Yeah.
I had a hard time sleeping last night.
Oh no! Yeah, it's the time of year, man. Where the mountain. Let me take a look at the mountain cedar. Actually, right now it is heavy. We'll get another update tonight, but from the latest, I believe it's heavy over 4,000. We'll actually take a look at it right now. So if you're sneezing, if you're watching, if you're just joining us, it's going to get cold. It's going to get colder by Wednesday and Thursday. And just very quickly, mountain cedar, it is heavy. It's over 4,100, and the molds are light at 260. So yeah, colder weather, allergens, it's all going to spike in the next couple of days.
Great news for us.
I know. I want better news, but a lot of folks they've been complaining about the warmer winter weather, but now we're going to get the colder winter weather.
I wanted this cold weather to come during Christmas.
Right.
So we could be sitting there sipping on our hot chocolate, or
fireplace, right?
And we didn't get any of
it.
Now we're getting it.
We had 70s and 80s on Christmas,
Which, to be fair, we shouldn't be surprised. I mean, February tends to be the coldest
month of the year. As we all know.
And we're not even in February yet. So.
Not yet. Yeah, anywhere between now and early to mid-February, you can get winter storms. You can get Arctic blasts. As a matter of fact, I think by the end of this month, we'll get another secondary push of Arctic air. So I think between now and February, which again, as we go into rodeo season, it's historically cold. Yes. I always remember rodeo season being cold and damp and wet.
And
that's just
me.
Me.
Because, we do Ken's 5 rodeo day and we go out there all day.
Yeah.
And then it ends up being cold and wet.
Mm.
Like,
no. Why did they schedule it in February?
That's really outside and hide. The whole time I don't want to be outside.
Exactly. Absolutely. I'm here.
You'll be at noon with me, right?
Yes, we'll be live for Ken's 5 News at noon for another update on news, weather, everything you need to know around San Antonio.
It's always It's always a surprise for me
Uh-huh.
at noon who's going to be doing weather.
Oh, I know. It can be either me, Paul, Jeremy Baker. Hey, guys, get ready for cold. It's cold now. It's going to get colder later this week, so it's going to get worse.
Ryan.
Absolutely, yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, good morning, Connie. Good morning, Shell. Good morning, Gina. You asked for snow on her birthday on the 9th, but I'm hoping for no snow. You don't want snow, but your family wants snow. That's for sure. You know, obviously it's going to snow in the east and the Northeast and the Midwest, but you know, in Texas, you don't really get it very often. Matter of fact, Gina, and anyone who's watching, we have the potential at wintry mix, sleet, freezing rain. I think freezing rain will be the biggest concern in the hill country on Thursday and as early as Wednesday night. Matter of fact, let's show you this right here. So this is Tuesday. Tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, the timestamp is in the upper right-hand corner. And you can see as I fast forward into Wednesday, there will be, you know, this is incredible. This is another update on our high resolution models. I would say mostly on Wednesday, drizzle, maybe an area of light rain, but this particular model says maybe freezing rain, sleet Wednesday, and even one or two snow flurries. It's a possibility. I don't want to say it concretely. I'm always hesitant on the forecast models because it doesn't normally snow in South Texas. It does not normally snow in San Antonio or the hill country. So models just have a hard time figuring and finding a solution and outputting some of the data. But you can see it's a possibility. It's a chance, it's a low chance, but we could see a couple of areas of sleet and maybe one or two areas of snow. I'm just trying to manage expectations. We're expecting mostly light rain in the city, but there is a possibility at seeing a little bit of snow in the area starting on Wednesday, and this will last into Thursday. Now watch what happens as I fast forward. We lose some of the data, but let's see. I need to adjust this forecast model. So this is the HRRR forecast model and regarding the precip. And then what I'm going to do is adjust it. So that is the graph, IBM, perfect. And I believe temperatures are reflecting that as well. So today, if you're just joining us, we'll be right around 49 to 50 degrees. It's going to be a cold day. It's going to be a cold night tonight, tomorrow morning. We'll be right around freezing, 29 to 30 early Tuesday. But the precip, the rain, doesn't move in until Wednesday and Thursday, which, matter of fact, I'll have to adjust those rain chances on Wednesday. Because right now we're saying 10%, but I think it could be up to 40, maybe 50%. We'll see what happens. And hello, good morning. Hope you're having a wonderful start to the week. Are we getting snow from Rita? Well, it's a chance. There's a small probability of that happening. So I just adjusted the forecast model. Every model is going to say something different. Each model has a different opinion on what's going to happen, on what may happen in the atmosphere. So this is another model. So overnight, Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, it says the same thing, maybe some areas of light rain drizzle, maybe one or two areas of sleet, maybe one or two areas of snow. It's a possibility. We'll see. I think mostly Wednesday is dry, though. I think this is a better look at what may happen. I think the rain starts to move in late Wednesday. As you can see right here, this is 3 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, and then I went too fast. So by Thursday morning, that's when it gets active. Yeah, look at that. So, I mean, Thursday morning, if you have to drive anywhere, if you're back to, a lot of folks are back to work, back to school after the holiday. Thursday morning, driving could be hazardous. It could be difficult. I imagine, if anything, it'll be difficult because on any bridge, overpass, elevated surface, that's going to freeze first because it's surrounded by cold air. So if temperatures are at or near freezing and then you introduce rain, moisture, that rain is going to freeze on contact, especially in the hill country. So this is Thursday morning. Plan for difficult driving conditions. Leave very, very early. If you have to get somewhere, go slow. Avoid any bridges and overpasses. Thursday morning. Next couple days is dry, guys. So today, tomorrow, Wednesday, mostly dry. It's really Wednesday night into Thursday where it gets a little active here in the area. So this is a look at what it could look like, again, Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon. This is just a general map. This is something we're going to update daily as we get more forecast data in, but General rule of thumb, anywhere along I-35 and then even as far south as Del Rio and parts of Eagle Pass, that's where we're expecting a wintry mix, a freezing rain, a drizzle, slick spots, slick roadways, icy bridges, things like that. And anywhere southeast of San Antonio, that's where it's mostly just good old-fashioned rain. So that's a look at what to expect between Wednesday night and Friday morning. This is kind of an overview. And if you're going to North Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, that's where they're expecting widespread snow, and I can show you that in a second as well. This is a map showing future ice accumulation, and just to reiterate, this is going to update, daily. So by Thursday morning, 9 a.m., let me rewind that back. So this model says between about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of ice in the hill country and parts of northwest Bexar County. That's enough to create difficult, dangerous, hazardous driving conditions around the area, especially on any elevated surface. If you're driving anywhere Wednesday night and Thursday morning, if you have any friends or family doing any long drives around the area, use secondary surface roads, frontage roads, access roads. Avoid the highways if you can. I know a lot of folks can't, right, because we have to go to work and things like that. But in the hill country, that's where they're expecting more widespread accumulation of ice. And that's not just a problem for roads, that's a problem for, as we all know too well, life, right? If you have any ice accumulation, 1/10 to 1/4 on power lines, on tree limbs, those are going to break off. Those are going to cause problems and outages and things like that. So, going to be a concern starting Wednesday night and Thursday and Friday, that's when we're expecting the precip to move in. But between now and Tuesday, it's sunny, highs in the upper 40s, freezing overnights, that kind of pattern. But Wednesday night and Thursday, that's when the active weather starts moving through. You're getting weather alerts saying 10 to 12 inches in Bernie. Jeanette, I just don't think that's going to happen. Here's a look at snow accumulation. This is one model, right? So it's possible we see 1 or 2 flurries. And again, this is going to update daily. So tune in every day as we get more data in. The bulk of snowfall will happen anywhere from northern Valverde County up into Dallas. That is where we're expecting the most snowfall between Wednesday night and Friday morning. Where parts of San Angelo, North Texas, near Dallas could see upwards of 8 to 10 inches of snow, and maybe in some isolated areas up to 1 foot of snow. But for Bernie, I just don't think it's going to happen. We'll be at freezing probably in Bernie on Thursday, and I don't think the atmosphere is just going to be conducive, favorable for widespread snow. We'll probably see sleet and some areas of 1 or 2 areas of snow flurries in the hill country, but I don't think snow is going to be a huge issue. I know a lot of folks want snow, but I just don't see it to become a major issue. This is what snow accumulation looks like between Wednesday night and Friday morning. Anywhere north into Dallas, that's where it's a problem. But San Antonio, our area, Houston, Del Rio, as you can see, there may be a few areas between Bernie and Uvalde and Hondo and Medina Lake and Bandera that may see 1 or 2 snow flurries. That's probably the likelihood of that happening, but for San Antonio, it's looking less likely. Anywhere north of I-10, north of Kerrville, towards San Angelo and Dallas, that's where it becomes more of a concerning issue. But remember, the worst type of precip is freezing rain, and I-35 will probably be full of it. I-10, I-35 will be full of it on Wednesday night and Thursday morning. So that's where you're going to want to avoid traveling. We have updates on our KENS 5 app. Our local Mets, me, Bill, Paul, Roxy, Jeremy Baker, are constantly updating the forecast. So guys, download it today. It's free. We all love free. And notifications, push alerts, updated forecast data, updated outlooks on what to expect. That's all on the KENS 5 app, including the 14-day forecast as well. So today, 49, 50, Tuesday, rinse and repeat through Tuesday. A lot colder on Wednesday and Thursday. Highs right around the upper 30s, near 40. Lows right around the freezing mark. And then rain moving in. That's when it's going to get a little active here in San Antonio. So plan ahead. Have your tarps ready for plants, vegetation. Have your pipes ready for some overnight freezes, especially across the hill country where it could become more of a concern. By the weekend, we're clear, we're sunny. Highs in the 50s on Saturday and Sunday with lows still near freezing. But this entire week, very cold, guys, below average. And again, download the KENS 5 app for more updates and local news and local weather here in San Antonio. Have a great day, guys, and we'll be live again on KENS 5 News at noon in about 25 minutes with me and Sarah. Please tune in, and we'll see you later. Have a great Monday. And